Okay, so last lesson we did a dynamic chain, and it was based on active and passive with one pin constraint. So there's another way we could kind of do this, and I just kind of cleared the scene. Now, the only thing bad about a chain, though, however, is this. Okay, so I'm going to make just a donut here, and Control D it, and move it down. Okay, well, let's make it kind of look like a chain, right? Let's go to Polytorus and drop these down to what, 10, and this section radius down a little bit, and something like that. Okay, so a real thick chain. Okay, there. Okay, anytime you're using with constraints, you always freeze transformation is a really good idea. Control D it, and let's move this down, rotate it, 90 degrees. Okay, these two I'm going to pin constraint together, and I'm going to take something like this, and pin constraint. Okay, and the whole mess I'm going to assign gravity to, just like that. Okay. Oh, now I'm going to go to this top one. Anytime you assign something to it, I can turn the active off, just like I did last lesson. So now it cannot move. Okay, and I'll give it a few more frames. Let's say 500. Okay, no movement whatsoever here. Why? Why no movement? Okay, so these two, I'm going to also do one more thing. I'm going to go to polygons and create one more polygon. This is going to be a ball. And here I'm going to click these two and go pin constraint. Okay, so this pin constraint's way down here. Okay. Now here I'm going to hit S on the keyboard. Control Z a few times. Modify freeze transformation on that. And delete it because it's now hashed. Sorry about that. This is very sensitive stuff. Modify freeze transformation. Okay. Pin constraint. Okay. Again, you shouldn't see anything. Okay, this, instead of doing the other method, I'm going to tie it and assign like some wind to it by clicking on the ball and clicking the wind, and make sure it has a direction of 1x, 0 for the other ones. And its magnitude, I want to be like insane, so 200 magnitude. Okay, let's hit play. Okay, and it's freaking out. It's like, whoa, you can't do all this. 200 magnitude is way too strong. Let's go 20. Okay, it's still having a little bit of issue there. But you can see something about this. Even if it has an issue, the one thing good about constraints are this. It can freak out all at once, but it will never lose each other. Where the other one, the active and the passive rigid body, it giving high stress will break. So just kind of know that. That's kind of like the point. No matter what you do to these, they will always be constrained to one another. and it's up to you to actually fix, let's say, the constraint center of mass, like I showed you in the last lesson, to better match, chain. So, something like this and something like this might yield a better result for it. Okay, and you just got to learn what that is. It's actually the center in here. Center in there. Okay, let's try that. Okay, much better. This is a little stiff, but that's how it works. So if I was to design maybe a mace, where a character head was swinging it around, any day of the week I would choose the constrain method because it's just so much stronger. Okay, so well, that's it. Develop a chain with, let's say 6 links, and that's going to be the end of the lesson. And enjoy.